Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Stadium game. We are playing Moira today. I would say that's not surprising, but we've been playing a fair amount of DPS recently. So I thought, hey, let's get back on the Moira. We're up against the D.Va, which, well, with me, it only means one thing. Permission to chain grasp. So, that's obviously what we're going to be doing. I say with me because there are opportunities, or should I say options, to go for something like precarious potency instead. The one thing you don't really want to do is go for an orb build. Orb builds against D.Va, you can just about make them work, but it's kind of pointless. There's enough weapon power stuff in this game that we can focus on this. Weapon grease. We take what's it called? Electrolytes, which is now like running shoes combined with the original electrolytes. Best round one survival item in the game, in my opinion. Also going to take, I think we took Stratosphere, because that's still pretty decent. So, yeah, we're up against D.Va, Soldier, Vendetta, Mercy, and Moira. Instantly check the D.Va's build to see if she's got any of the reduced damage against beams, because there is that one item that reduces beam weapons by 15%, which D.Va's buy if they're against the Zarya, but when they're against the Moira they just don't respect the damage. I'd still get it anyway. Like if I was playing D.Va, if they had a single beam weapon hero, yeah, I'd just be taking that. But that's fine. Soldier went for an early flank. We've got a bit of D.Va pressure on us as well. Gonna have to fade back from that one. Now, even if we are on a chain grasp build, we can do bits of healing. So our hazard got a little bit isolated there and taken down. I don't have very much experience playing against Vendetta. I mean, I have no experience playing against her outside of Stadium. We have a little bit now. Normally, it's been, you know, either they're using a bug or we just, yeah, they've been terrible. So it'll be refreshing to see if we're up against a good one here. Okay, Reaper trying to put pressure over on that D.Va, but Defense Matrix is just frustrating. Ooh, she does lose her mech though. Hazard will prevent her from making any progress. Okay, yeah, Vendetta taken down. That's normally how Vendetta has been for me in Stadium. I assume that's going to be different in the actual main game, because yeah, people are banning them all the time, so they're probably pretty strong. But even round one Stadium, we can kind of fix a lot of Moira's problems anyway with a couple of key items, and I've not found her particularly strong. I'm going to fade that because I didn't know exactly where the bomb was. Vendetta taken down. Our team's making excellent progress on the point. Gotta watch out for the Coalescence. So fade back, 22 health remaining. Heal Orb, Chain Grasp, taking down the enemy Moira. D.Va's kind of looking for us here. We've got a fade. It's just about time yet. Try and extract as much value before we do that. Vendetta taken down again. Soldier on another flank again. Okay, we can just make a little bit more progress here by the looks of it. Chain Grasp over onto a few characters there. Baby D.Va, very weak, taken down. Mercy's also weak. Gonna fade forward, try and get that damage out there. Never mind. Vendetta down again. I mean, round one, we're definitely strong with Chain Grasp. We do quite often give a lot of cash to the enemy supports. But we generate a lot of cash ourselves, so it's just a trade. And that then makes our life a bit easier when we're playing this kind of DPS style Moira against everybody else. Vendetta down again. We win the round. Okay. Did we get MVP that time? Yes, we did. 15,000 cash. That's not a bad start. 12 eliminations, 0 deaths. Classic Chain Grasp opening against the D.Va anyway. Right. Payload race map. Electrolytes, Stratosphere, and Weapon Grease. That was right. So we're going to get Shield Buster immediately. Advanced Antibiotics is optional. That leaves us with not quite 4k cash, and there's 2 not quite 4k cash items in the damage department. Aftermarket Firing Pin is going to give us the most attack speed. The other option is Custom Stock. which is great if you've gone for like a cross-orbal chain grasp build when it comes into, say, round 3. Or just a cross-orbal build, like in round 1. Custom stock's definitely a good item, but in this case, yeah, we're just going to get even more attack speed. And we're pretty squishy, but we should do quite a lot here. So guys, let me know in the comments what your experiences of Vendetta has been so far in Stadium. Because I do hear a lot of people saying, oh no, she's ruined the game mode. And I'm just thinking, has she? Like, I'm not going to be calling you wrong, because obviously the experiences that I have are going to be different to what all of you guys have. You know, there'll be a variety of ranked players watching these videos. You know, you may come across some better players. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. And while you're down there in the comment section, and be sure to hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. Oh, we're braving the spawn turrets with the soldier. Okay. Also, so was Hazard by the looks of it. So this is nice and relaxing so far. We're just using our chain grasp on the D.Va. Yes, we don't do that much to her armor, but the fact that she has armor increases our attack speed, which means the chains are going to have their attack speed increased, which means, yeah, more damage to anyone near the D.Va. Plus, it does mean that we are reliably damaging the D.Va. There's a lot of heroes on our team that can't reliably damage this D.Va. So just to put that constant pressure on them, our attacks don't do that much to her, but they do more than players who are getting constantly defense matrixed, as we have to fade back here. Coalescence, Vendetta chases us, down again. Oh, we had a player just sitting up top on that little ledge. Okay, try and fade jump up top. I was hoping to chain grasp off of the Mercy and hit the baby D.Va and get that kill. But yeah, Mercy obviously healing the D.Va. Kind of ruined that one. D.Va's quite weak, has to chase them, but there is a Mercy there. In the meantime, we're going to yeah, try and put some pressure over onto their backline a little bit. Chain grasp anyone we can. Oh no. I think the hazard wall actually stopped us from popping the mech there. Maybe we can because of the Mercy, but okay, with Coalescence we're going to fade all the way back. There was a little soldier heal station there. We've got our own heal orb so we can use. D.Va bombs coming in. Going to fade that a little bit early in case she's got an early detonation. We can check, I don't believe. Maybe we did. Either way, enemy team are going to start making some progress. We've got nobody on the objective right now. Hazard is taken down. Going to bounce the orb at a weird angle to minimize the chance of the D.Va eating it. I mean, off the sign is nearly always good anyway because it goes down the ramp. D.Va getting quite low health. Taking the Vendetta here. Really not scared of the Vendetta. Probably should be. Just a little bit. But I mean, we've killed them or watched them die so many times so far. Well, Mercy's Resonance as the enemy team take the lead here. Let's provide a little bit of healing with our heal orb as well. We can also damage the D.Va. Surely she loses her mech here. Coalescence just to make sure that is the case. So we jump in up top. Baby D.Va's getting low. No chain grasp with Coalescence though. Can we get it off of anybody else? No, everyone's full health up there. That's fine. It does mean that we can be the ones to start making some progress. There's the D.Va. Okay, Mercy again tagged with that healing. Just waiting for my orb. Here we go. Chain grasp. Oh, with the visor there. We can stay there until we're being shot at. Once we're shot at. Oh, we missed the fade though. We missed the little jump at the end of fade, which nearly cost us our life there. Chain grasp off the D.Va, but we have to fade because of the soldier. Vendetta is on us as well. D.Va bomb! We can't escape it. Okay. I mean, this is making things a bit interesting. Still got our Hazard on our Mercy's movement's really good here. Our soldier does get taken down. Hazard very weak though. Very weak. Mercy's not quite enough. Okay, well, we're going to fade through just over onto their objective. See if we can stall it for as long as we can. Problem is we're not going to... Yeah. Well, actually, the bigger problem was there was just like 5 players on us. But I was going to say we're not going to be able to bounce a heal orb because D.Va's just going to eat it. You did see that D.Va has gotten a little bit bomb focused. We get MVP again. It's not higher than the enemy team, but you know, we're still earning some decent cash. Okay, 1-1 the score. Let's go into round 3. Now, Shrine is a very nice orb map. Just flat bouncing the orbs in the point is really, really good. But we're not on an orb build, so how is it for Chain Grasp? I don't normally like it for Chain Grasp, but I feel like, sure, if there's a tank that just sits out in the open, then you can kind of Chain Grasp around the corner onto the rest of their team. But I tend to find there's a lot of players taking natural cover, and it's really, you've got to push into some awkward positions to get that Chain Grasp damage out. So we go for Weapon Jammer. We've got the Field Support Gadget. Wrist Wraps here could give us you know, the most attack speed. But Emergency Chip, you get a little less weapon power, but you do get 25 shields with it. It is an option.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think Wrist Wrap's probably the best idea here. We still retain Shield Buster and Advanced Antibiotics. Getting the gadget does allow us to, well, for one, have some self-heal that we're missing because we haven't got Cross Orbal. And then the second part of it is that, yeah, it gives us some armor and a bit of weapon power as well.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, looking at the enemy stats just a little bit there. Also, yeah, we picked Ethereal Excision because it gives us some options to get El Saka Suppressor, also a bit more lifesteal when we're just playing in front of the enemy team here. Soldier is behind us, we have to fade that one. Took quite a bit of damage. So we heal orb across the point, see if my team needs any of it. Yeah, I mean, there's a D.Va on the point. We've got through our armor already. Doesn't mean we get reduced attack speed, but it also means that we're not having to eliminate armor. This D.Va mech is popped. Pushing the damage orb through. We wanted to Chain Grasp, but our Hazard took a little bit too much damage, so we got some healing. Gonna help the Mercy try and heal that one up so the Hazard can go back in as our team capture the point. Chain Grasp, many players around there. Vendetta's very weak. Is eliminated. And this is going to be really difficult for the enemy team to push, especially if we can keep stepping forward, getting these Chain Grasp hits in. We hear some player. Yeah, there he is. Soldier over onto the right side. I fired an orb and then I moved my crosshair to look into the room because that's what I would do with Cross Orbal. Like I'd set a heal zone up with one orb and then fired one, but we don't have Cross Orbal. And that's, yeah, I'm just so used to having Cross Orbal from the second round onwards now, because I just find it supports Chain Grasp and then keeps options open for an orb build later on. So we did take down the Vendetta and the Mercy. Enemy Moira falling back as well. Gonna try and heal up the Mercy, but the Soldier doing a great job keeping the pressure high on our team. D.Va's very weak. Hazard does manage to get him. We've got to worry standing under here that the D.Va could try and push her mech off of the cliff off of the house building. Okay, gotta watch the Vendetta behind us as well, having just jumped over the wall. Okay, Hazard does get eliminated. Enemy team's got a good opportunity to recap this one back. Vendetta on us here. We do manage to take her down, while Reaper gets the credit for that kill. D.Va very weak as well. Mech is popped. There's still a Mercy around the point. Want to just at least finish this off. We should have the damage output. Mercy going for the res, but she gets taken down. We get taken down in the process. And what's it like over on the point right now? We've got a Soldier who gets taken down by the enemy Moira. Enemy Soldier still there. We use our Field Support Gadget. Soldier taken down. Moira very weak. Can we get the Vendetta down anyway? Keep trying to save Venture there. Moira's still just about surviving on the point, but not for long. And D.Va doesn't make it there in time. 9,600 damage. Got a nice 5k cash lead. We get MVP. Earning 15k in that round. 5k more than the closest enemy teammate. I mean, one more round. Actually, 2 more rounds. We'd need 2 more rounds to win the game.
Time for the teams to gear up.
Okay. So we've got a little buffer zone now. We're going to have to reluctantly sell our electrolytes. Crusader Hydraulics. When players are attacking us, they're going to get reduced attack speed. And then I've only got 9,900, which is really awkward. It would be very easy to pick items if we had 10k here. So then we're deciding, well, do we want to sell advanced antibiotics so we can get aftermarket firing pin? That's going to give us 250 cash more. Puts us in that 10k category. And we could go for Codebreaker. Now, Codebreaker is going to be good against, you know, dealing damage to D.Va with her high amount of armor. The downside with it, though, is that once that armor's gone, you're losing the attack speed from Shield Buster. So it can be a little bit, yeah, counterproductive. We also take Deconstruction, which is risky. Now, even against D.Va, going something like Void Hoppers, there isn't really a risk. Deconstruction, you've got two risks. One, that you might not actually use it, or use it enough. And two, it does mean that there aren't really any transition options for your build at all. So at this point, you cannot go any sort of AP stuff, because what are you going to do? Get Cross Orb or Phantasm as your last one and then build into that? It's not really going to work out very well. So with Deconstruction, we realise we forgot to actually use it there. So that's why we're just healing the air. That is now procced with the damage over the soldier, but there's no Chain Grasp. Just trying to put a bit of pressure on them. No Cross Orbal. We should be more active in trying to aim for the head here to get that lifesteal back, because normally I'd rely on Cross Orbal, the simplest way to yeah, fire a damage orb at your opponent and still get some sustain back. Just trying to heal up our Hazard who jumps in. We were relying on Cross Orbal as well. That would have been a heal orb, but normally I'm like, well, I don't need to fire a heal orb right away because one would follow. I'm just so used to it. Hazard does get taken down. He was a little bit low, but Mercy's kind of tagging him for now. We did capture the middle point. Soldiers eliminated. Chain Grasp on the D.Va. Does manage to take down the Mercy. Reaper getting the kill over onto the Vendetta. D.Va mech nearly popped. Now it's popped. Okay, I mean, clean up. This is certainly going very, very well for us right now. I tell you what, I'm feeling super comfortable in this game. Like, having these, just the items, like the amount of armor that we get. Field Support, Weapon Jammer, Crusader Hydraulics. So much armor, it reduces attack speed, which, you know, it's going to, the Crusader's Hydraulics is going to decrease the attack speed of everyone using any sort of attack. Weapon Jammer is only going to remove the bonus attack speed, like 10% of it. So, I mean, I'm feeling super, super comfortable right now. MVP again, 10k damage, enemy Moira on 9. I mean, we're earning a lot, right? We're on 52k going into round 5.
Those hands together, it's time for push.
So, Colosseo, again, feeling comfortable. Aftermarket firing pin we can sell. That gives us enough money for Eye of the Spider if we kept everything else the same. That way I don't have to consider selling any other items. This could work. Unless we want to swap something as well. So, we could, I think the biggest candidate to get rid of here could be Codebreaker. It is useful. We're seeing that 2 players have got a lot of armor. At least that's the soldier and the D.Va. If it was all of them, there wouldn't be a consideration. But what about El Saka Suppressor? Is that going to get us more value? We'd reduce their healing. So that could be an option. We could even go for something like Booster Jets or Super Serum Gadget. You know, with Deconstruction, that's a powerful combination. It also gives us some weapon lifesteal and a little bit of shield. So there are definitely some options here. I think, though, it's one of those situations where you go, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we can probably just pick up Eye of the Spider instead of Aftermarket Firing Pin. That's going to give us another damage boost, especially for players who are below 30% of their life. Mercy's also picked up armor, so we're pretty happy that we've got that. We're looking to see if anyone has Crusader's Hydraulics. We didn't see anyone, which is good because it means our attack speed isn't going to get reduced. So yeah, going on to round 5. Going to play exactly the same way that we're playing already. Drop our gadget there just to provide a little heal zone for us. Damage over onto the D.Va, which is really starting to hurt her now. She does lose her armor very, very quickly. Vendetta's on us. We're actually taking a fair amount of damage, but she does get deleted yet again. There's damage onto the D.Va. Mech nearly popped. Mercy resin. That's our tank back up, which is very important right now. Chain Grasp on so many players here. Vendetta's close. does get eliminated. Soldier's putting out a lot of damage on us, but we can still walk forward. I think we were maybe being healed there by Mercy. Has us up top, so we're going to do a fade jump just to be able to join them up here, but it also means that we can keep this position occupied. We do have players on point who are about to get it to the objective. Chain grass coming in. Oh, we take a big rocket though, so we're going to fade back to that. I'm still going to try and stay up here. We've nearly got our fade back up and running again. Use our field support gadget. Vendetta's next to us though, so we're going to have to... That hurt a little bit. Taking our health under half. Moira's used Coalescence to open our tank, but I mean, we're still making payload progress, so that is the primary goal in Overwatch. Is nice ult, allows us to take down the Mercy, fade jump, same one up top. Soldier's going to be able to get back in spawn, but D.Va Mech not able to do so. She does get eliminated. Our team, I mean, we've not got much further to push it to just win the game. You know, win the round, then that would win the game. I mean, we're super close. This is over, right? Okay, our tank gets taken down, but we take down the enemy soldier. Just go back for a little bit of healing. In comes Vendetta. Not too scared of her. D.Va as well. Bit of chain grass damage takes down the Moira. We have to fade the Vendetta. Bomb coming in. We're safe from that one. Our whole team is, in fact. Vendetta does manage to take down our soldier. Mercy using ult, I believe, as well. Reaper taken down on the point. Surely this is not losable. Surely. Chain grass damage is not doing anything to any targets here. Gonna fade up top to be able to grab the mini up there as well. And now more chain grass damage over onto them. Vendetta is close to us as well up top. Okay, enemy soldier there. We use our gadget to provide a bit of sustain. We've got a fade. We fade all the way back. Soldier's got a heal station here. Vendetta hitting us a little bit. And wow. Was not expecting that much damage to come out of D.Va there. We're on 36 damage already, which is pretty high, especially against this kind of comp. But our healing is lacking. Now our team, at least this round, does have more healing than the enemy team. And look how much time we've got. And this game has to be done. We just need to win one fight. So, okay, we were playing with a lot of confidence. We jumped down expecting that, you know, we'll survive for a bit. The D.Va boost is actually really hurting. I think combined with the soldier shooting us, it was, yeah. Okay, so take 2. Damage orb to try and support the hazards damage. Vendetta taken down. That's one that's really needed. Oh, Mercy gets the res on them though, and our Mercy gets taken down. Didn't react in time to heal that. I don't think we could have anyway. They're making some real progress here. There's no way are they coming back from this. Like, no way. We're just so far ahead. They get a huge cash boost as well. Like, enemy teams are actually in the lead when it comes to cash. Vendetta's close on us. We're not too scared of this. Oh, we take a bit of damage, though. We're going to have to fade that last swing. Good thing is it was quite easy to time that. Enemy team making progress. Our tank's down again. They're all sticking together, and this is a problem. Mercy going into battle Mercy mode. And try and put some pressure and damage over onto the D.Va, but we've got to jump down to start contesting the objective. Use our gadget as well. Well, we'll have to probably fade into this little room here and heal orb from there. We flat bounce an orb there, but in comes Vendetta with some mega swing, taking us down. I mean, this is almost embarrassing. Like, someone needs to touch the point. It's only 1 meter. Oh, they do get it. We're going to fade through over onto the point. Our Mercy gets taken down. We've got to be next to the point, though. We use our gadget. And wow, what a comeback from the enemy team. Is it over yet? It is now. We had 15k damage, 4k healing. I mean, yeah, we probably needed a bit more healing there. But here's the worrying thing. Even with that amount of damage, it felt like nothing was dying.
Up next, we're picking up speed.
So where do we go with the build because of that? I mean, you must know, right?
The teams are gearing up.
Let's watch.
Every choice is crucial.
L Saka Suppressor. So with Ethereal Excision, when we're attacking players, if our crosshair goes over their head while we're grasping them, then yeah, it's going to reduce their healing. Scientific Death Odd. So this is a bit of a gamble. We've got quite a lot of health. So when we fade through players, we're going to get over health. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, We're now reducing their healing. I want to be able to tank more shots. Because of this, we can also pick up some weapon lifesteal with the gadget Super Serum. Obviously, the active is the main part of that, but it gives more attack speed. A little bit of shields, is it? Health, even. And then some weapon lifesteal in the active. So, combined with deconstruction, we should be able to put out a huge amount of like burst damage. And what I'm hoping is that we prime deconstruction, we fire our orb, we grasp a D.Va, we use the gadget, and we kill everything around the D.Va, followed by the D.Va. Now, the Scientific Death Orb is going to allow us to play in amongst their team with a bit more confidence. Yeah, we went up top there just to... That's where we anticipated the soldier was going to go, but they're actually on the low ground here. Moira orbs hit us there. I'm not sure if it had a debuff on it. I think it probably does. D.Va mech is pop though. Okay, I mean, our first example with the gadget really didn't do too much. We've only got another 10 seconds until we're back on that one though. We're going to fade back. Can we get some healing over onto our tank? No, so, I mean, we got a little heal over time, but that was about it. And the soldier. Yeah, I mean, even with the amount of armor that we've got life steal. I mean, our health is falling. Okay. Gadget there. We're over onto the soldier. That's insane. That's insane. We use Super Serum. We've got Deconstruction, I believe, was primed at that point with the Grasp and potentially an anti-heal. I mean, surely we applied that and the soldier's health doesn't move. Like, we can't really get stronger than this. Like, we're basically at a full build. This is really worrying. So with that Cyber Venom as well, we realise, hang on a minute, we've got Scientific Death Orb, we need to start using that. We are in a heal orb, we are in our... Well, not our gadget, but we used our gadget for that again. Soldier's health just not moving. The res... Okay, it was timed okay, but, I mean... It's just a support trade at this point. We're back on to put pressure over onto the D.Va, but with the Moira there as well and the soldier, we missed the mini health pack. We've only got 3k damage in this round, 4 deaths already. Yeah, this is really worrying because we don't get an option to just go, oh, well, if we lose this round and it's clear that Chain Grasp's no longer working, then we can just swap through to a ore build of some kind. We also can't swap through to a healing build. Like, the powers that we've picked are so unflexible that there is no precarious potency. Like, going for deconstruction, going for Scientific Death Orb, that puts us in this... We are a weapon-powered DPS Moira, and that's all we can really do. Now, it was working so well, but it dropped off hard by the looks of it. Okay, the bomb comes in. I mean, enemy team, the last round was difficult, right? They made a huge comeback. This round was easy for them. And we're going into a round 7. We're over... We're 20k cash behind. Yeah, I was trying to work out when I was going to say it's over 20k cash. But yeah, we're 20k cash behind them. In the space of like 2 rounds.
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
Well, okay. I mean, we're on full build, so we're gonna have to change something. It's clear that was not working. The question is, what can we change? We can't. Amari's isn't really gonna help us. Like, sure, if we want to just go base healing, but without precarious potency. Phantasmic Flux, even though that's been a little bit nerfed, Phantasmic Flux will give us a bunch of sustain, and it's one thing eliminating the enemy team. And putting pressure on those, but we need to survive ourselves. So we could even get the closer here. The closer would be a decent choice because of Ethereal Excision. You don't get the crit damage, but you do mark players, and there's a little bit of a bug with it. I won't go into details too much, but basically you can indefinitely mark players, which helps the rest of your team out. So I have the Spider Phantasmic Flux, Vanadium Injection, Booster Jets, Weapon Jammer, and El Sac Suppressor. Which, yeah, we're going to need that. And we can't do anything for the power because they're already locked in. This is where I'm looking at my other builds and then I'm realizing no, these perfect endgame builds or like anti-sustain, they're orb dependent. We don't have anything on our orbs. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not believing we can do this. Our ultimates are terrible anyway, so Vanadium's good. It does make us a bit more tanky. I wanted to sell the gadget because I wanted the consistency. It's like, okay, let's not work on these like 30-second mega bursts. Let's just be enhanced throughout the whole map. So we're on 74k cash going into this round 7. If you look at the cash as well, enemy soldier is basically where we are as well, which is insane for a soldier. We do take down the Mercy. Great start to this. D.Va mech is low as well. Chain grasp. Okay, baby D.Va does go down. Soldier's there. Kind of on a little flank. Can we get him before he gets the mega? We absolutely can. Now we just got to go back and cap. I mean, we should have already capped this at this point, but what can you do? Yeah, with that Mercy healing, even with El Saka Suppressor, D.Va's health just isn't moving. Mercy's health moves a little bit. Soldier's goes up when we attack him, which is a little bit worrying. Vendetta's over onto our soldier. We're trying to get the kill before they kill the soldier. At least we trade. So there's a chance that maybe we can heal that one and the soldier lives and then they kill the Vendetta, but it's much safer to just go for the trade. So like here, so even if they get our Reaper, we at least get one extra kill with them. And the less players on the battlefield, the more of an advantage Moira has. Now in this case we did get the kill and our Reaper did live. But now over on the point, yeah, we got taken down. D.Va applying pressure to our Reaper here. He's not got the best damage numbers this game for sure. I mean, it's going to be pretty difficult against the D.Va, and that's one of the main reasons that we have to keep attacking. If we don't get D.Va out of her mech, then our Soldier and Reaper are always going to do less damage. So it's like here, we can rely on Chain Grasp to hit everybody else, but our focus a lot of the time is on the D.Va. And we seem to have the point of just hit the 20% mark. We get taken down though by the Soldier. The Soldier's a real threat for us here. Yeah, I mean, with the Mercy Pocket, the health doesn't move. Oh, this is going to be tricky to get back in. Hazards gets taken down as well. Vendetta's starting to hurt a lot more. We're going to fade that one early. Now we can go over to the point. Hopefully bring some players back. Oh, Vendetta as well though. Her health is also not moving. She was debuffed as well as we try and use our orb over in the back line. Wow, 35%. I mean, there's no res options available for that either. Hazard ult comes in. Reaper getting a kill over on the Vendetta. We use our Coalescence by mistake. So, well, it wasn't by mistake. I wanted it for the movement speed, but then I remembered I have Vanadium. And I'm not going to have it for the rest of this match now. So, yeah, normally if I'm on a weapon power build, I'd use Coalescence for that movement speed out of spawn. Because the actual ult is useless. But in this case, it's cost us so many stats. It's cost us cooldown reduction, weapon power, attack speed, ability power, movement speed. Which, you know, is kind of one of the reasons why we used it was to have movement speed, but we were already getting some. We are getting the kills, however. We have got the point. It looks like we're actually going to take this. That's such a tough game. Like, when you can't get any stronger and you're relying, like, is the rest of our team going to scale? And thank you, Tindus. Hope you guys all did too. Well, either way, close game. Wanted to share that one with you. Moira's still really good against D.Va, but yeah, Chain Grasp doesn't scale that well. Not into big sustain comps, and enemy soldier had a lot of sustain there. Right, GG's guys, and hope to see you in the next one.